The 17 News at Sunrise podcast is brought to you by Clinica Sierra Vista.
Welcome back to the 17 News at Sunrise podcast, where we share your news on your schedule.
17 News begins with a weather alert.
And good morning, Kern County. It is 5 a.m. Thanks for joining us. I'm Alex Fisher.
And I'm Maddie Gannon. One of the areas set to get hammered is Tehachapi, as the city prepares for up to 2 feet of snow.
All right, let's go live to our Maddie Jansen. She is hunkered down in Tehachapi at her home with the latest on the conditions there. Maddie, I can see it's already starting to come down.
You know, and I can't tell if I'm being hit in the face by these snowflakes because they're just blowing around because the wind is still whipping, or if these are new snow showers coming in this morning. Right now, I think it's coming off of my roof on me, honestly. So I am up on my back porch. I am living in the East Golden Hills area, which, if you're not familiar with the Tehachapi area, is just outside the city limits. It's really close to the downtown Tehachapi area and Highway 58. In fact, just a little bit ago, I could see Highway 58 from up here, and I could see vehicles moving along Highway 58. As Kevin mentioned, all of our major thoroughfares are open right now. However, I've heard some reports from drivers that it's very slick on the 58, especially heading east from Tehachapi here. They said there's lots of black ice and spun out vehicles. So you're going to want to make a judgment call there on whether or not you want to head out. You know, there's not a lot of snow on the ground here, as you can see. Kevin said those winds really played a part in that. But what is frozen. It is cold up here, and it's going to remain that way all day. Let's show you what it looks like on the Tehachapi train cam. You can see and hear by me being out here and all my wind chimes that the winds are still whipping, and they started doing that yesterday afternoon when I got home. They were already going, but they really picked up as I was about to go to bed, and they were howling all night long. Now, luckily, the city had a heads up that this storm was coming, and they were able to get a jump on preparations. Yesterday, the Public Works Department, they met, they gathered all of their snow plows, they inspected vehicles to make sure everything was good to go, because they say they actually haven't needed to use these vehicles for about 2 years.
We haven't actually done any snow plowing this year. We did almost none last year either, so it's been a while since we've had anything of this magnitude, but we'll see. You never know how bad it will actually get.
And then same with the cinder, this morning we'll hold off on.
Don Marsh with Tehachapi Public Works warns residents to be prepared in case their power goes out, but he says they at the city have emergency backup power for water, wastewater, and to keep city operations going. He also recommends that, of course, as always, you check road conditions before you leave, but check with someone who's actually where you're going so you know what it actually looks like on the road right before you leave. And also, if you see a snowplow, you are asked to pull over and let it do its work. Those are heavy pieces of machinery, so they expect to be using those over the next few days, and they are ready when more snow comes our way.
Here at home, technological advances at the Arvin Police Department have some community members worried about their privacy. The department has received over $350,000 for body cameras and automated license plate readers. However, some are calling it an invasion of privacy. There are Axon body-worn cameras and fleet cameras with automated license plate readers.
Thanks to our city council, our city manager, to be able to appropriate the funds for not just a body-worn camera system, but a fleet camera system that has automated license plate reader technology in it. We're taking transparency to new heights here.
The body cameras turn on automatically when a gun is taken out of its holster, a back door of a patrol vehicle is opened, when a patrol vehicle's lights or sirens are turned on, and in other circumstances that involve officers interacting with the public. Meanwhile, the automated license plate reader scans license plates as a police officer is driving without the officer having to manually input the information. Community members fear that information could be used against them. About 10,000 homes were without power as the wind whipped through Bakersfield overnight. And while the lights are back on, PG&E is preparing for more outages due to this storm. The utility says the weather could cause trees and other debris to fall into power lines, potentially damaging equipment and interrupting electric service. To help restore power to customers as soon as possible, PG&E says it's using new technology and equipment that will self-heal the grid. The company says its meteorologists are closely tracking the incoming storm and adding additional resources in areas where strong winds are expected to cause the most impacts. PG&E has also opened its emergency operations and activated emergency centers in impacted regions.
And hopefully you won't find yourself stuck in these wintry conditions. But if you are subscribed to the Bakersfield Californian, your paper may be delayed over the next couple days. Executive editor Christine Peterson says it is possible subscribers may not get their daily paper if the road closes. When those roads open up, it is possible you'll get multiple papers in a single day. Peterson says the paper is adjusting their deadlines to try and get today's edition over the mountain from Palmdale, that's where the paper is printed, before the roads close, but there are no guarantees. You can also view the e-edition of the newspaper on their website, bakersfield.com. And we want to stress here, again, the 58 has not closed overnight, so that those papers most likely made their way over the 58 and into Bakersfield.
The 17 News at Sunrise podcast is a production of KGET and Nexstar Media Group. For more on all of the headlines in today's show, head to kget.com.